Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Rizqullah, and this time I will present my critical listening midterm. That is choosing a news video from BBC, CNN, or VOA. Okay, so I'm choosing from BBC. The title is a North Korean family's life 10 years after their escape. This is an analysis of a BBC News documentary style about the Park family. Okay, so this video was released by BBC News on October 10, 2025. It is reported by Danny Vincent, who follows the Park family's journey again after 1 decade. The purpose of the video is to show the life of North Korean defectors and the changes at the border. The duration of the video is 11 minutes and 36 seconds. Okay, so before we started talking about the story of the families, the first we have to talk about the background of the North Korean first. Okay, so North Korea is one of the most isolated countries in the world. And people inside the country live under very strict control. Its leader is accused of severe human rights violations, and the UN has even compared these abuses to Nazi crimes. Okay, the video also shows increased ideological control, strict surveillance, and shoot to kill policies at the border. Okay, because of this, the number of defectors escaping has dropped drastically since the COVID-19 pandemic. The poster that I include in this slide, it reflects of propaganda in North Korean discipline and strong state ideology. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the Park family's dangerous journey. Okay, so the Park family made a 3,000 kilometers journey from North Korea to the South Korea, which was extremely dangerous and exhausting. If caught, they faced a almost certain death penalty. So every step of the journey carried serious risk. They escaped because they wanted to reunite with the family in South Korea and finally live in freedom. During the escape, they moved secretly through China without official documents, which made their journey even more dangerous. Okay, the next is chilling experience in the snow. Okay, so one of the most frightening parts of the video is when they were lost in the mountains for 3 nights in the snow. The temperature dropped to minus 30 degrees Celsius, and they were nearly attacked by wolves at night. Both the mother and the son suffered acute frostbite and needed emergency help after the escape. They also carried poison to commit suicide if they were caught by Chinese police, because returning to North Korea would likely mean terrible punishment. Okay, in this slide is telling the when they cross China. Okay, so China forcibly returns North Korean defectors to their countries. So the family had to be extremely careful while moving through China. Defectors dare not be found by China authorities because of the risk of deportation. That is why they had to keep moving and could not stay in just one place for too long. The story shows that escaping North Korea doesn't become safe immediately after crossing the border. Next is new life in South Korea. Mother Park now lives in Seoul, the capital city of South Korea, and the reunion was finally successful. One emotional part of the story is when they say, we will never be separated again. Mother Park lets go of the past, but she is still troubled by the memory of their escape. At the same time, she is grateful to still be alive because surviving the journey was already a huge victory. Okay, the next is Mother Park's perspective on escaping. Okay, so Mother Park explains that they were not betraying the country, but simply seeking a better life as a human beings. She says, "We are not traitors, we are just seeking a better life." She is ready to accept being called traitors by North Korea because she believes their choices was about to survive, not betrayal. She also say that North Korean children are brainwashed by state of propaganda in North Korea, which shows how deeply ideology affects people from a young age. Okay, next is situation changes after 10 years. Okay, so the video also shows how much the situation has changed after 10 years. 10 years ago, the dangerous journey was successfully completed, but now the number of defectors has dropped drastically. The border has become stricter with shoot to kill policies, and ideological control and surveillance are increasingly intensive. This means that escaping today is much harder than it was before. Okay, now we're going to talk about the message and value of this video. This video shows the human reality behind North Korean politics. Not just the political side, it also reveals the brutality of the North Korean regime, including fear, control, and the lack of freedom. At the same time, it helps us appreciate freedom and human rights because many people in the world do not have those rights. The video also increased global awareness about the factor issues, which are often ignored. Okay, now for the conclusion. The Park family is a symbol of courage and hope. Their escape was extremely risky, but it was worth it for freedom. However, the situation in North Korea is getting worse for those who still want to escape. That is why we need to care and speak up about North Korean human rights issues. Okay, so one more time. This presentation uses BBC News as the main source. The video is a documentary styles news report and shows a real human rights issues. Okay, so maybe that's all for my presentation. If you want to watch the full video of the news that I talked about, you can scan it right here. And thank you for listening. I'm Rizqullah. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.